there we go. Audio issues. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Congrats, Papu, on first. 2 drink on second, and Papu, your daily ration of biscuits. And 2 drink with a 7 stream streak. Well, let's go. Oh, here. Let me hold on. I gotta attend to my cats. Here, let me fix your blanket, Bean. Here. You want to be cozy. I know you do. Okay. There you go. And now it's cozy. It's all set up. There you go, Bean. I have my supervisor, Bean, here. And Tater Tot as well. I probably should set up the other bed for Tater Tot. Where I'll be harassed the entire stream. Let me... Oh! Okay, Tater, come here. Tater? Oh, well, they both had left me. Oh, Tater, come here. Come here. Oh, he didn't need me. He just went to the other side. There you go. There's a cozy bed for you. Now you both can be next to me. I have 2 supervisors, one on both sides, watching me do my work. Let me plug my headset in. I didn't know it was dying. So, we are preparing for Art Fight. If you're new to Art Fight, it starts the very 1st of July, and it goes for the whole month along. And I'm trying to think of words. It's basically a giant art trade that's free. They do take donations. They do a lot of updates to the Art Fight service site that you submit all these. And it's pretty fun. I got 2 attacks last year. An attack is when someone of the opposite team attacks you. And then there's friendly fire, so you can attack your own teammates. And you can do counterattacks. The whole website explains it if you make an account and, you know, follow the information. I really enjoyed it last year. And I kind of went a little big for my first year. A little intimidating, I will say. Let's see. If I go to my page. So, like, there's, like, even battle ratios and, or statistics. So, I did 6 attacks. But it doesn't, I think last year, it doesn't count, like, individual, like, if you did a group one, it doesn't count them individually, it counts them as one big group. So I had, why is this one turned like that? Yeah, so I did Nori Flapjack by Art by Tuna. I did Fierce by Jupiter Moth, and Arson King by Arson Queen. I did Jesse by Blelem. I am butchering these names. Yeah, so, yeah. And then this would technically be my 6, but there's several different characters that I attacked in this. There's 16 characters on this sheet. So there is a wide... I did 20. No. 21. Math, because there was 5 prior to this. Yeah, so 21. I don't think I'll do more than 21, but I want to be as close to the number 20 as I can. And I do plan, I really like the concept of doing the class of 2025 art fight, so I may do the same thing, like a yearbook page. And like when it gets closer to the deadline, I did this all on the last day of art fight. So, yeah, so I might do the same thing. So I might preemptively make a sheet and then it'll be ready for when I actually have to do it. Hello, Kage. Welcome in. I won't know the theme for this year's team art fight because it's their 10-year anniversary, so they won't be sharing that information until the 14th, which I'm really excited about. So, yeah. And last year was Team Crystals, so my first year, Team Crystals, and they won. That team won with the most points. I think it was like a landslide. Very, like, for a hot second, we looked like we weren't going to win. And then we won. So, absolutely mind-boggling to myself. I do know, so I still have, so for the characters that I have on there, I have Lumos, and that he was my old D&D character. And then I made his human form, or when he was a human, on there. Acorn, which Acorn was the one who got attacks done. Forever love Acorn and emotional support Cheese. And then I made a D&D character villain for a friend, and they allowed me to put this on my art fight, so their name is Scum. So he's on there, and then I put my own PNG reference sheet on there in case if anyone wanted to draw that. So, yeah, so I gotta add my current D&D character on there. And then if I might add a few more characters. I started working on a character, not gonna lie, I really don't like how he's looking. We'll just like look at it briefly, because I like the little blob, like edging corner pieces, but I do not so I may just be like, this is how he first looked, and then looks like this now. I have an idea for this character. There's a lot of scribble notes in like 3 different places. Yeah, Tater? Why did you just jump? I didn't move. So there is that. Another thing I want to do, a lot of my characters have like pretty simple poses. I want more dynamic poses. So I pulled up a reference. Hello, Biscuit, and congrats on 3rd and your ration of biscuits. And a stretch and a hydrate. No! Okay, I'll stretch. I'll do a hydrate. Yes, Tater? Oh, no, I've been yapping. I know. I haven't drawn. I know. Yes. Look at him. Well, you can't look at him. Maybe I also thought about putting my cats on there, drawing all my cats, and putting it on Art Fight. And then putting like an actual photo of the cats side by side. Yes, here. Let me just put my arm up here. Will that make you feel better? I put the cat bed on the desk. So Tater unshrimps the biscuit. I know. Oh, he licked my arm. I'm so used to Artemis, their father, licking my arm and then biting. He just licked. See, this is why you're like a war criminal, but not a war criminal. You just avoid taxes. That's what you do. Okay, actually, we're gonna grab... I'm just gonna say I was gonna grab the little crate to... Whoa, is this a sign of redemption arc? No. Artemis, he's always going through a redemption arc and then he'll immediately fumble it. Tater is just absolutely scared of himself, and it's just like, if I'm licked by one of my cats, I honestly, because of Artemis, I think they're going to bite me, and Tater just like licked me. Tater would never commit that kind of war crime against me. He's too sweet. Now he's seeing the demons, I guess. He's staring very strongly at the walls, freaking out. You good, homie? Oh. He's left. He's gone to investigate the demons. Little sweet potato, yeah. Anyone ever had sweet potato tater tots? Not my cat tater tot, but like the actual tater tot food. Some of them are really good. Okay, I'm gonna get a focus. I typed in on Pinterest. I want to try that out. They're really good. And you gotta find ones that are savory, not sweet. The sweet ones taste funky, my honest opinion. But yeah, so on Pinterest, I looked up dynamic poses, and there's this one. I know there's a little bit of a controversy with the whole art fight 3D models. But I think as long as I'm not like taking the model straight. I think this is also gonna help me, because then I can look at the reference and then sketch it instead of like taking said reference like this, say it's like here, and then tracing over like the general shapes. Because that's what I typically do if I'm struggling with a reference. But I think I need to get better at making said shape. Oh, I don't want that. Just the hard part is figuring out the orient. Obviously, this face is more. I wish I had the image up. Maybe I'll grab the image and like throw it up real quick. Oh God! Oh, I'm so sorry. Pardon my sneeze-a-roo. Okay, in here, grab It's gonna be massive. Hold on. Oh, actually, it's not massive. It's sick. Yeah, we'll put that right there. So that's the reference. But I so desperately want it to be tilted. I really should not be doing that. So we're gonna just duplicate this. Moving over here. This need a different. If I warp this a little. I shall put that back. I can do. Just I think that it's a little bit of a better shape. Looking at two different spots for the image is not very helpful. Oh gosh. So eyes. We're not going to be able to see that, but one knuckle kind of goes here. Other knuckle right there. But I feel like that's... We need to pivot that just a little more. That is such a weird angle. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not very round. I might also add like some of the D&D creatures that I made. I still need to color them, so that might be get put on there. Yes, enjoy the Summer Game Fest, not Summer Games Fest. Even though it's I want to play DD Cries. DD has been a lot of fun playing. If you can find a group that can consistently make time for it, always wonderful. But totally understandable if D&D groups can't. So this finger is house. But it's like so much more like that. There we go. So then little crease marks. And then the finger, pinky finger goes. Oh, don't rotate. Yeah, just making it a smidge wider makes it more, I guess, accurate to the rest of the finger sizes. Trying to figure out this. This just okay. Now we can figure out the thumb. Come sorta not straight down from here. That is such a bad angle to show. The reflection of the ball, like, I don't know if you can see it if I make this bigger, like, looks trippy for the thumb. Like, you could see the thumb through it, but you can't. So if I actually just, hold on, if I draw, we'll put this on a different layer. It's definitely like square shape. Square. Oh. Then there's like this sliver, a triangle. That is sorta in line. I think I didn't draw the ball. I did draw the ball big enough. Now it's more in line with the shoulders. So if I go here and erase this, it might help with some of the confusion. That's right. The number 8's not going to be there, but I just need it for the purpose of the reference. And aligning everything where it needs to be. Okay, this needs to move down. There we go. Scribble that. Just above, there's a line here, so then go back to the hand part. So, merge those layers together. Gonna draw. I think that is a pretty... I think the thumb is a little... Yeah. If I go to this, thin that out so I can... Okay. So, we're gonna undo that. Because now, looking at the reference, I don't have the hand or shoulders entirely correct. I wonder if I duplicate this. Okay, that might be a little more... Let's try this again. Yeah, I think if I this I think I also gotta fix that wrist. That wrist is not as correct as it should be. Okay. Just lightly erase those. I feel like I need to fix the fingertips. pivot that back to... No, that... Fix that. Okay, this finger though, it needs help, like a lot of help. I think it's too far squished. That makes absolutely any sense. Okay, this part, there's a slight dip, but it mostly stays straight. See, it's more in line with the nose, so I feel as though move it over a smidgel. Oops, that's not what I wanted. This is more squishy flat. Okay. I figured it out. I did it. Yay. Oh. A small power stretch is well overdue. My chair. Dear, you have more option than you should. There's one bed there, and there's another bed over here. I'm taking the other bed off. There we go. Okay, so now if we just merge these. think if I increase the canvas size, maybe that will help. Give me a few options, you know? Let's see. What's a full dynamic pose that I can... Let's see. JoJo poses. Let's see. Let's see. What JoJo poses? JoJo. Well, I probably should specify what kind of JoJo. God forbid I type in JoJo and they give me JoJo seawall poses. References. You know, I've seen JoJo. Like, I think it's like the first episode, or first few episodes. And all I know vaguely is there's two brothers. Brother loves this one girl. Other brother hates that he's, like, in love with him. Or she's in love with him. It destroys his life. Absolutely obliterates it. It starts a whole... And then at some point that I think he's a vampire. I watched it many moons ago. And it's like a fever dream for me. We talking about JoJo? Yeah, I'm looking up dynamic poses and Biscuit reference JoJo. But I was worried if I typed in JoJo, it was gonna give me JoJo Seawall. I think these are a little, not to be like they're a little bit above my pay grade for right now. They might be. And thank you, Shady, for the hydrate. Agua. And they're biting in the comments. Biscuit only bit Shady for 8%, and then Shady bit Biscuit for 93. I think it's like the second time in a row, Shady, you've bit someone in like the 90 percentile. What have you been snacking on? Shady robbing 92 croissants from Biscuit? How are they supposed to have the avocado toast? And Biscuit only robbed 8 cinnamon rolls from Shady. There is something going on here. Sorry, Shady, we gotta put you down. Face the wall. We can't have you more powerful than I. Like, yeah, some of these poses I don't think I'm ready for. I love that their poses also reference, like, other artwork in the world, and I love it. I'm sorry, little one. Fine, I'll do it myself. Oh man. Oh no. Full on war. Good gosh. I should do one like this. Hold on. Hold on. Getting another image to pull up. Image. Yes. Grab. Should this be the more fuller pose? I know I wanted a full body pose, but I think that one's it. Or followed by. Why is my phone losing its mind? It's buzzing like crazy. Hold on. We have another option. We got another option, and it we might add it to like another face option in like the bottom left corner. Here. Oh, no, I don't want to hide it. I want to shrink it. Why not all? Oh my god. You know what? Let's do it. We'll do it. We'll have one normal face, all right? We'll have one. Okay. So let's add a new layer. So we're gonna get the square shape. So I know where I'm putting everything. Okay. So it's like oval, pointy. No. Just kind of adding certain details so I know where to place those eyes. They're calling to me. And I love that they're like facing two different directions. It really just shows the craziness, you know? Really adds to it. Yeah. Chop all those lines there. Be sure we add the watermark. Yeah, that piece. Really emphasizing how crazy this individual is. Is it a watermark? The like the thin, because it's the water. I know when you. Is it the water line? I don't wear makeup, so like I know there's the watermark. You put it on the eyelid line, but I think there's a more technical term for it. The nose is gonna be so far down. Oh, on her eyeshadow? I guess. Maybe. There's the bangs. Really emphasis the bangs. Okay, now add the lips. And the lips kind of like just absolutely stick out. But I don't think they stick out like that, so... She kind of looks tired. Yeah. Got the eye bags, you know. Tired of having to lose their, you know, craziness. Shade that like that. The eye bags. The side is the light, and this, so the light is going that way. And you can't even see, like, very well where the pupils are. I think that's good. I think that's good. That really emphasizes the crazy eyes. Now I gotta figure out the body proportions. That is actually goes straight out, not any like that. Try and get this as best as I can. Okay, so this is where we get lost in the sauce, because there's hair there. Okay. You need to redo this whole section here. And then I immediately, like, oh, help if I had the right. So I like to think that this is. We're gonna fix this too. We're gonna have to extend this a smidgel. So weird. Not in a million years that I think I would be drawing something like this. I kind of like to add what you would kind of see of their legs. But I don't know. I think that's pretty good. We got the crazy eyes going. Where's here? We'll mark the lip line. There we go. Spitting image. They're the same thing. That's so bad. We'll turn that one off. We'll turn this back on. When I draw stuff like this, I tend to ask myself, what will make other me think? Yep, I have drawn some wild things. Like, my skill level when I was younger, awful. All right, I'm gonna say awful compared to now. But we all start somewhere, right? The things that I was drawing at that time was horrendous, which I will not speak on here. So the bigger one is gonna be this. Should we keep the fish? Do you still have those horrendous drawings? Not in my possession. They are. I know where they are, and I know where they're at, and I know they're safe. I think there's only 2 of them that survived the years. And those drawings must speak to you like oh my god, they do! They do! I think that's part of the reason why I make curse art. I think that was where it began. Actually, the origin story of my curse art is not the 2 pieces that I've done for friends. It was one way back in... Yeah, it was high school, because that was the first time I got to hang out with people, and I'll thank you for the hydrate in the stretch. And it is diabolical. In high school, when I was hanging out with this friend, her and I came up with the jankiest ideas to draw. We'd I miss like the friendship where we like spitfire ideas off of one another and we would just draw. Like I really love drawing between the 2 of us. And her whole wall was covered with like every piece of artwork she's ever drawn. And you could see like over the years that her drawing, you could see like how much better her artwork was. And I'm like, I really love that idea. And one day we're just spitting out something, like the idea, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. And she was like, there's no way you will draw that. And I did. It is. I think it's actually in with all the old artwork. And I will be mortified. There's only, okay, other than that person, that old friend, we're no longer talk. So other than that person, Del Papa has seen that cursed image art. So I plan to take that with me to the grave. Like, if I cease to exist in the world, that will be buried with me. That will be in my will. It's very, I will say it's quiet. It's very cute. Cutesy. But it's not my finest work. Maybe one day we'll indulge on sharing it. I might have to redraw it so it's Twitch friendly. we'll make it more friendly for the world. Oh, Del Papa's calling. Hold on. All right, we're back. Okay. So we keep it this fish in the artwork. I feel like it would like, even though I've got the magic 8-ball, I might keep that magic 8-ball and then keep the crazy, and then add the fish thing. I think it would be funny. I think that's what I'm gonna do. One of your children instead? What do you mean my children? You know, like my other characters? Like another character there? Like holding Artemis instead. No, I'm gonna put Shady there. Shady's getting yeeted like the fish. Okay, let's figure out this head shape. Scribble. That's better, yeah. This is how we get shady fish tacos. What? Don't worry about it, Shady. You'll see one day. Thank you in advance for your snack. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Shady. I'm so sorry. Okay, good. Gotta figure out where the center is. There we go. Shady, don't be so sad. There's plenty of Shadys in the universe. They're always constantly respawning. I was gonna say reproducing, but respawning. Wouldn't be as sad. They're going to a good cause. Good cause into people's bellies. Actually, that goes more that way. I don't think that mouth matches its proportions. Scribble this. We'll get there. We'll get there. So try this again. Okay. And actually, I think what we're gonna do is just take away that little piece. thinking a little too hard on this mouth. Well, we got mouth sort of shape. We can figure out the rest of the body. At this angle, he has lost all neck. I don't think it... Why is this such a... That's... Hold on. Okay. Figure out this hand. His thumb is freaking massive. Whoa, Nelly. We need a... Actually, that makes way more sense now that I look back. I put the finger in the wrong spot. Oh, how do... Hold on. There's a reference that I have. Oh... How to draw hands, and it shows the knuckles, but like with a different triangle, circle, square. And references. know where I put it. Sobs. Okay, if I just look at a reference of a hand, maybe I can figure out the shape of the knuckle rooting. Okay, so yeah, so square, circle. I would say that also looks like a this one. I'm gonna be more square shape. And then a triangle. Try this again. There we go. That is way better. Okay, so it is at eye level. I'm just trying to figure out these knuckle roonies. Actually, you wouldn't see those. When I... Hold on. I don't think that would be where the knuckle would be, or the nail would be placed. This is a very confusing piece. At least for the thumbaroonies. Or the digits. Try and get this. Okay. Okay, so you're not gonna be able to see. Um Okay, we're gonna draw the fish for now, but it's more to get proportions right for the rest of it. Makes no sense right there. Okay. Fish is now figured out. Now to figure out the rest of the proportions. Oh man. Okay, straight down. Does that make sense? Okay, figure out this torso section. It would be like that, and then like that. So. Okay, I may have to merge these, of course. I put these dark, 3 different things. Boy. Just move them over a smidgel. Let's figure out the thumb. The thumb is definitely within line with the. The thumb's gonna look bigger because it's closer to the camera. No, I did square. Oh boy. This needs to be scoot down. Pivot a little bit. Bring that up a bit. That feels like it doesn't match the size of the thumb. So there we go. Well, lightly erase these. And then okay. Okay, lots more trees. Yeah. We got it. Spitting image. Obviously, I think I should do this more. Honestly, find some images, put it together, and then build the character from that. Okay. Let's see. Is there... Tell me... Spin wheel. Figure out when, how we're gonna make this character. Here, we can turn this off. Do I detach this? Wheel of names. Click that. Let's, okay, so male, female, and non-binary. I've never made a non-binary, but I don't know if it will work for this. I mean, it could work, but like the vibe I'm not necessarily getting. Okay. I would love for there not to be ads on the wheel of names so I can show. Can I? Okay, hold on. If I add display capture, no, that's gonna window capture. Wheel of names. Okay, hold on. There we go, but let me change the size of the window. Is it Rob? What is it? Effects. Crop pad, yes. Okay. Ooh! There we go. And we can get rid of the top. Solid. There we go. Normally I do it like a different color palette. Hold on, let me grab a different color palette. Customize. Appearance. I usually like the little more pastelies. There we go. So the wheel will pick the gender. Okay. We got that. We can now close that. We'll refer to it when I need a decision-making thing. Throw that down. Is there actually, hold on. If I pull that back up. Is there a color random color generator? No. So let's get some. Okay, so let's get hair color. I went to type in blonde and I typed in blonde. Blonde is renamed to blonde. I don't make the rules. I feel like I'm forgetting colors. Yeah, we're just gonna... What would say blonde and yellow? Two different colors. You know what? We'll throw yellow on there. Do. Then there is a like a color palette generator. Color palette generator that I can use. Okay, so we'll put that on there. Random color palettes. So we'll turn that on. We'll turn this back on. The wheel of names. Wheel of names. Let's go. I should probably write all this info down. Nope, we'll write it in the corner. Bill. Short, long, medium. Figure it out that way. And it's gonna be short. Eye color. You know what? I think I'm gonna just use a random color palette. Oh, you can't see all of it because it's being weird. How about this? Is there a way to reduce the number of? Remove color. There we go. Dang it! You're only gonna see. Wait, hold on. Can I go back? No. How do I add color? No. Oh, of course, the site uses AI. No. Silence. Okay. Close that. Tools. If I just yeah, there we go. How many times should I click the regenerate button? Is there... I thought there used to be a button for it. I think I'm just gonna have to refresh it. Will refreshing it? No. Should we go? How many times to refresh to get a new palette? 4? Man, I really like that second palette. Will it go back? Is this or second, third? Yeah, this one. It's a good one. Okay. I think you can't see it, but there is a pink on the very, like, this end. But I think it will look nice with the pink hair. I'll just go write down the color numbers. Okay. Now we can insert that off. Now I just gotta find, like... I'll find clothes reference. Do we mind go for simple? Simple and clean, if you will. Sorry. What kind? I started watching JoJo Kaisen, and that's the only outfit that's coming to my brain. And clothes reference. Okay. I did find a reference. So there is one. There is one. What about another option? Do you want more mystical? Huh. You know what? Okay. Oh, my pin turned off. No. I want to keep these separate for the most part. Silence phone. Okay. kind of already want it really plain. Don't want it to do it like that, or maybe more like that. That is an idea, but I don't think it's the idea that I want. What if I do this one? No. I'm trying to figure out how this fabric folds, but there's not a good reference of it. Yeah. Fish. Yeah, you like it? You like the spreadsheet? You know? Isn't it not weird in 1/4? It is says, I showed you my fish. Please respond energy. That's so wonderful. It really do be given that energy. We're gonna scrap that. I'm impatiently waiting for the showcase to end. Understandable. Very real. Trying to figure out an outfit design for this crazy lunatic. I want it to be simple, but not too simple. Oh, Risai's fishing vest. Oh my god. Hold on, it's giving what's this character? Genji Yamano. Yeah, Genji had an oversized, like, basically vest. You know what? We could do it. We could do it. How is this gonna be? I want it to twirl like that. Will twirling it make it better? Work was so boring today. That is diabolical. My work is slow and there's not much going on. It can be slow, but it's gotta have like some spice. Gotta make it so it can be zipped up. Okay, so we got that side. Now we need this side. Some of this shenanigans. I'm gonna add pockets. Oversized vest with oversized pockets. Okay, hold on. We need to draw. Did I put this on earlier? I did not. Actually, like, crease lines from that. Okay, duplicate. Take this. as I look up Biscuit robbing Chewy 88 baguettes. Crime is so high. Ooh. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Job a lot of this. There we go. Lucky, unlucky I almost said lucky hello, welcome. How are you? Oh no, they followed you here? Damn. I'm preparing for art fight. This is what I got. Oh. Oh no, a Chewy's in here? I know, right? Damn. More tortillas. I need them for the shady tacos. Oh. I didn't see that Chewy robbed you, Biscuit. Damn. That looks awesome. Thank you. I needed some inspiration. Enjoy the lurk. So I looked up dynamic poses on Pinterest. Nothing wrong with like having the same pose, but have a generic like pose reference that I use, and I'm trying to experiment outside of it. Yeah, M's not food. I gotta figure out how to get this pocket to come to life over here. The poses are crazy. I love it. Thank you. Biscuit did recommend JoJo poses, but I feel like I'm not ready for those poses just yet. Her crazy got him. You know, there's a crazy command. Wouldn't be me. I don't. So twisting, turning. Maybe the squirrel. I twirled a little too hard on this. We're gonna shrink that down. We can get rid of that layer. What? that on its own layer? Hold up. We need a shoop, and then we'll just do that. Who's robbing whose bagels now? Oh. You don't eat bread? Like, no bread products? No, like, tortilla? Croissant? There's other ways to get carbs, Chewy. Like pasta. Hold on. I'm going to stick out just enough. That means I might have to... No. The bag would just bend. No, we'll just have it close. Pasta is not... pasta is not... But I hate everything about that sentence. What if M is a plant? Maybe that's how they get their food. Oh my gosh, hello! Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in as I say bread soup. Hi Drendo, welcome in, welcome. You were... How, yeah, bread soup. Welcome. New things we're learning today. Pasta is not bread soup. I hate that. No, stop that, Chewy. Get the spray bottle. You were doing, people were confused. You said you don't eat bread, so they wanted to know how do you eat. And I said, well, M could eat pasta. That's how you get carbs too. There we go. There's a shout out. Trendo, I know you were doing the summer game fest. That's the words. I will get there eventually. No, you did not come in at a bad debate. There's just a lot. There's two things going on. We're trying to figure out what M eats. How they don't like pasta, or not pasta. They don't eat bread. And Chewy was confused. How do you live? And I was like, there's other ways to get carbs. So I said pasta. Chewy said pasta soup, and I said no. And then Biscuit said that M photosynthesis. I was like, yeah, M could be a plant. And then I said bread soup, and then Raid. Listen, I hate you saying it. Bread soup. No, bread soup is bread bowl. That's the debate. Yes. I know you were watching the summer game fest, so I politely asked, don't give me any details, but was it good? No, we don't talk about the forbidden bread smoothie. It's sorta. It's not reassuring. My cat eats plants. Well, yeah. Had good bits. If generally looking horror games. Oh boy, you're in luck. I was watching it. I'm not gonna say anything spoilery. I was shocked by... It's really good. Okay, okay. I would die happily? What do you mean? And what do you mean? Being a plant and eaten by cats? Huh? I need a, like, what do you mean? Draw that Jennifer... Is this Jennifer Lawrence? When she was on the Hot Ones? Is she... She's going, what do you mean? What do you mean? No. The worthy sacrifice was, we're gonna go put shitty there instead of the fish. Or maybe I'll repurpose the reference and then you know, draw me and then it's a shady. Would that be ideal? I completely forgot. It keeps going. I think what's making it hard is I gave it a top. Don't give me what I love you, but just let me have to be your father. When we are older, you There we go. I think that will be better. Show my fish, please. No. Damn Donald Duck feeling the music. He really is. So in case everyone missed it, I found the fish one, the fish reference first. And then I found the other. So here's the two references. So we can get a side by side. Yes. It's just like giving slightly crazy. And the eyeballs are in two different directions, so it makes it even better. I think, now that I think about it, I think this pocket would be more downwards. Like right up. Right there. Also, I think I scared someone. What do you mean you scared someone? Trendo. Why are we terrifying people? That was not part of the agenda. Or was it? Maybe. Maybe it's part of Trendo's agenda. Horrify people, you know, every once in a while. No, that doesn't look right. Okay, that looks smidgely better. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily a scare, but it's definitely you put down a boundary. I don't think it's been a really long time since somebody has popped in and offered like services like that in my streams, which you know what? Let's take this up. I realize I still left that up. So that merge those. Let's try and figure out. Do we keep the oversized, like, get an oversized shirt? Oh, I don't need that. I don't know why Del Papa's yelling in the background. Pardon his yelling. For he is playing probably the Counter-Strikes. I'm gonna figure out this t-shirt. Oh, I thank you for the hydrate. Agua. Mighty delicious. I don't think I like this. However. I think that is a little bit better. Yeah. I mean, I might have some of what was shown? A boundary. For if they were going to offer art services. Let's figure out pants. Okay, so if right here would be the Belto Rooney. That goes there. Hold on. Okay. That. There's out that. Okay. Oh, no wonder that's getting thrown off. It's this. Scribble that away. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. to figure out shirt. Top part, at least. I feel like that doesn't. Try this. A mistake. It wouldn't let me update the Fortnite for some reason, so I uninstalled it and reinstalled it. Oh god, oh no, 4 hours? Oh, oof. Restart. Erase this. I want to figure out. The front of it. I think we figured out the shirt. I gotta also figure out the hair. It's gotta be short. Let's see. I'm gonna gel that together for a moment. No, don't need that layer. I'm trying to figure out this hair. No. That is more ideal hair shape. I do have to figure out the face. I never went back to figure out the face. Oh, golly. Oh, okay. I haven't been streaming for 3 hours. So I think what I'm gonna do is raid out, see who would be streaming. You know what? I haven't raided into raccoon somehow. That is not what I pressed. There we go. Okay. No, because they're doing the... Hi, Drag, hello! Thank you for the hydrate posture check. I was about to raid out. Let me see. Maybe not raccoon. Hold on, let me take a peek. What's going on over there? They're still doing stuff for that. Okay. We'll close that. We'll close that. We'll find someone. Hi in the butt, yeah. Wow. There's options. Why brain is faulting? Yeah. As Chewie said, I showed you my fish, please respond. That's what we're calling that one. Good gosh. Is my fish that small? I mean, is it bigger than this fish? Then probably. Gosh, I'm fearful of just sending you all to someone new. Whale shark? No, like a tuna. It's tuna. My fish is a shark. Is that small? They're pretty big. Unless if it's a baby whale shark, then they're size of tuna. There is so many. I was gonna do another art category. It was fearful. I'm fearful. You know what? A safe bet. We're gonna. Those of us who don't want to see spoilers for the Summer's Game Fest, I will ask you to redirect yourselves to something else. I think I'm just gonna raid out to Raccoon, and they're watching the Summer Game Fest. So, this is your warning. We're gonna start the raid. And there is the raid message. So we'll put it on this screen. Copy that. Yeah, SiriBot was a good bot today. The other day, Siri, like, sent out 3, like, ad will be starting soon, like 3 times. I'm glad they didn't do it today. So next stream is Monday. I think I'm gonna do my typical co-working stream because I still gotta update VODs and whatnot. So, and then also do thumbnails. And I have to figure out why my Switch and Elgato aren't working. So, I will be posting my stream schedule on Sunday. That is the plan. And you all, and thank you Trendo for the raid. And thank you everyone that showed up. You all have a good day. Good night. Bye-bye. Send the love to Raccoon.